Hello everyone and welcome to Rep Sports 12 p.m. show and joining me today are Bharat and Shomik sir and today we are going to talk about the makeover the T20I side is going to have and also the star boy of IPL 2026 Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. Will he get a chance in the Indian side, Indian T20I side or not? And the most important question, if he plays for India, if he's in the 11, who who will he replace? That is the most important question because when we look at India's T20I side, Sanju has not done anything wrong. Abhishek is doing a good job. Ishan Kishan is also an opener. He can play one down. But yeah, like he's also an opener. He has done a great job. So if Vaibhav Sooryavanshi is coming in the scheme of things, who will he replace? That is the most important question which everybody will have in their mind. So I would like to ask Shomik sir first, like according to you, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, if Vaibhav Sooryavanshi there in the 11, then who will he replace? Who is the name which is coming in your gut that yes, this is the guy whom he can replace?
Strictly to start with, tomorrow is the team selection in Bombay. There would be a press conference after the selection meeting, and the thing is that um, three squads will be picked. One is that squad for Ireland, two T20Is in Ireland later in June, and then five T20Is in England in July, and then also very likely tomorrow the squad for the Asian Games will be picked. Asian Games would be because it is in October, but that time India would be playing a home series against the West Indies, so it would be split. So from that point of view, very likely Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, I think he is on the cusp of getting into the India T20I squad. And yes, it's a very good question. Who will he replace? If it is an experimental side for Ireland, for the two T20Is in Ireland, then that embarrassment of riches thing doesn't, I mean, that happy problem doesn't arise. But if it is the full side, and also if we speak for England, then what to do? Number one, Abhishek Sharma is undroppable as your opener. I mean, he has sort of redefined India's T20I opening batting. With him, Sanju Samson, who is fresh from winning the Player of the Tournament at the T20 World Cup, which India won. So how can you summarily drop him to accommodate Vaibhav Sooryavanshi? It's a tricky call, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's not always for a teenager at such a young age getting into the Indian team. It is not always like just getting right straight away into the playing 11. Yes, it happened in case of Sachin Tendulkar, but Sachin Tendulkar is once in a generation player. I mean, it is absolutely, you can't compare anybody, whoever he is. You can't compare anyone with Don Bradman and Sachin Tendulkar. They are from a different planet. They were from a different planet. They are not normal cricketers. Now, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi is incredibly talented, but he is no Sachin Tendulkar. We have to say that he is no Sachin Tendulkar.
Obviously.
The defensive, the defensive game that Sachin Tendulkar had at the age of 15 or 16, it was another level. Now, what to do? It is for Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. It could well be to give him the feel of the Indian dressing. Not necessarily that he will have to be straight away incorporated into the playing 11, but to be part of the dressing room, to be part and get the feel of the dressing room. Because you have to keep in mind, from IPL to Indian team, it's a big jump. International cricket is more difficult. It's a huge jump. So from the just for a kid to get the feel of the dressing room to start with would be a huge bonus.
See, definitely, because when we talk about Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, he is a person like many people have said that he has one game hitting, only hitting, but we saw a different kind of game when he was like almost about to score a century. The wickets were losing from the other end. So at that, the qualified two I'm talking about. So at that particular point of time, I think people realize that no, he does not have only one game which is only hitting. Yeah, obviously in T20I, you need hitting. You don't have time. You don't have 50 overs. You don't have a full day like test matches. You only have 4 to 5 overs to change the game, to totally change the game. And in fact, in T20Is, I've seen the game changing in a single over also. So that is the thing, and that is what he brings to the table because I have seen he needs only 30 balls. He needs only 30 balls to change the game totally and to bring the game on his team's side. whether you talk about Rajasthan Royals, and whenever he plays for India, he will make sure that he will use only 30 balls or okay, 40 balls, not more than that, and he will just snatch the game away from the opponent. So that is the thing. So Bharat, I would like to ask you the same question. Sanju Samson has done an incredible job. What he has done after coming into the scheme of things after a long time, he was not a part of playing 11. What he has done, it's incredible. Abhishek Sharma, he's doing a good job. Ishan Kishan is excellent in both the T20 World Cup and in the IPL. So according to you, if Vaibhav is coming into the scheme of thing, which he is according to the reports, who do you think he will replace and why? Like you are seeing any weakness in that particular player or something like that?
Yeah, I guess they will do a rotational policy. See, it's a bilateral series. In bilateral series, they can always experiment. I guess that's what will happen. Most likely, they will start with their uh, tried and trusted pair, Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson. Then they might try to experiment, give Vaibhav Sooryavanshi one or two chances. See, as far as T20 cricket is concerned, is incredibly talented. I won't go down to Test cricket or whatever it is, but in T20 cricket is incredibly talented. If you can't find a place for him, then make a place for him because he is that kind of talent. But having said that, India have a lot of depth in T20 cricket. May not be the case in Test cricket, but in T20 cricket it is the case. So it won't be easy for someone like Vaibhav Sooryavanshi to establish himself in the T20I setup because, as you already noted, the names of Abhishek Sharma and Sanju Samson. But still, I think they will look at the rotational policy, give him one chance somewhere, and I think that is how Indian think tanks or even let it be England or Australia or whoever it is, they look at this bilateral series in that fashion. You look at how Australia have sent basically a second string side to Pakistan, and they're doing a lot of experiments. So Vaibhav Sooryavanshi definitely will get a chance. It may not be the case in the first game if he's selected, that is, but I'm pretty sure he will get a chance at some point of time, maybe in the third game or in the final game. As far as Vaibhav's game is concerned, see, in T20 cricket, there is nothing much I can talk about as far as his weakness is concerned. Yes, there are plans, but these plans have to be really, really good. You have to execute those plans really well. As I've already noted, you can look at hard length and kind of angle it away and hope that when he clears his front leg, he will get a top edge or he will likely get a thick edge to third man. That is what basically happened in a couple of games. But by then, he was on 97 or 96 or whatever it is. I think Praful Hinje got him out once. Other time it was Kagiswara. But obviously, the other time the catch was dropped by Sai Sudarshan. But these things happen.
Yes.
But I don't think there is any real weakness in T20 cricket because the wide Kookaburra ball doesn't really swing after 2-3 overs. So if even if you're going for the in swinger upfront for a very full ball, it doesn't really matter. So in T20 cricket, T20 ice is bound to succeed at some point of time. It's just I think a matter of time, and I'm pretty sure they will do a lot of experiments, and he will get a chance in those bilateral rubbers.
See, when we talk about Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, we, as you said very rightly, that we cannot figure out, or the opponents cannot figure out a weakness. When we talk about players, we always talk about one thing which is called in Hindi, ये फंसता कहाँ है? So the way he is playing, I haven't seen him getting into like
Oh, look at
every
the
player
point. Look
have
at the
their
point.
own
Look
weak.
at a small line. There are
Yeah,
plans,
yeah,
but
please.
you have to execute it
Hmm.
really, really well. That's all I wanted to say. But you have to execute it
That's the
really
only
well
thing. Huh.
for him to get out.
That's the only thing because I have seen one interview of Vaibhav Sooryavanshi and I was very surprised that a kid, a child, as a child, he knows what he did wrong in the particular game. Like, I'm not taking away anything from the other players, obviously, the seniors or the players who have been playing for 10 years, 15 years, they all know what their weaknesses are. But him tackling the weakness in a different way is a very good thing to see because most of the time we as a journalist or we as a spectator as a fan also we think what had happened to him, how did he got this particular player out. And when Vaibhav was talking to the broadcasters, I have heard that conversation and he was saying कि ये ना ऐसे आया था तो मैं ना ऐसे out हुआ. So he knew that what costed the wicket. how did he got out? And I'm damn sure that then in the very next match he would not have repeated the same mistake. So that is the thing everybody I think should appreciate him for, because as a child, you have that and adrenaline rush that you have to hit every ball and have to hit it out of the park and this that, but he knows his mistakes. He knows he where is the place when people are getting to know his weakness a bit. So that is a very good thing. And also when we talk about T20I side, we see that Gautam Gambhir saying a lot of times that batting order is overrated. Like any player should be able to bat at any place. But if you ask about my personal opinion about it, I really feel that rotation can be done, but in the batting order of 4, 5, 6. Like if you are promoting Akshar Patel, you can do that. Rohit Sharma has done that. You can do that. It is totally fine. If it's 34 for 3, 20 for 3, 40 for 3, you can promote Akshar Patel. There's no issues. But like hampering the batting order in each and every match, we are seeing that again and again. I don't think that is a right call, according to me. Shomik sir, how
No,
do you see this thing? Because I really feel it's
no,
not
no,
good.
Srishti.
Just
Over the last few, I mean, including the T20 World Cup and before that, there's a
yeah,
bilateral series. That experimentation was going on with an eye on the T20 World Cup. But if you look at India's last T20 bilateral series before the World Cup and this T20 World Cup, they always had maintained a sort of settled batting order. They didn't tweak much.
yes.
So from that point of view, it was that experimentation was on with an eye on the World Cup. And as we have been talking about
Mhm.
Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, see, we shouldn't even get into the technical nitty gritties in the sense that what Sachin Tendulkar posted on his Twitter handle, the X handle, after his
Yeah, I remember.
after his bids at the eliminator, that predominantly he is a predominantly back foot player, and every opposition bowler knows it. They target him, but the way he clears his front leg and makes room for himself is special. And it is coming from whom? From Sachin Tendulkar. We don't need to do any further technical analysis because the master is saying this. The master.
Mhm.
This is a pure hand-eye coordination, something special, and this is why this boy at such a young age is on the cusp of playing for India. So that is it. But Shubhan is here, so he will have loads of information from the Indian press conference.
Yes, so Shubhanda is here, and I would like to ask him that if he could walk us through the key pointers which he has heard in the press conference, in the Gautam Gambhir press conference. It would be a good knowledge to have. So, Shubhanda, just walk us through the key pointers which you were there in the press conference, so you can just tell us about the things which you have heard over there. We will not disturb you in
So
between.
no, no, no. So nothing to disturb about. But yes, he has all but confirmed that Sai Sudarshan will bat at number three. And today Sai was here present at the venue, but he did not bat and Sai Sudarshan does not never bats. He never bats on the eve of the match. So he was doing his customary fitness drills. He did some visualization on the pitch, match pitch, and that's it for Sai Sudarshan on the eve of the match. But Gambhir said he has not got a fair chance so far. It's a transitioning side. He has played in some tough conditions, be it England or in Indian conditions also. Those were not easy conditions to bat on. So they are looking to give Sai Sudarshan a fair chance at number three and a decent rope. And he was equally supportive about Devdutt Padikkal as well. That if the team management moves on from Sai Sudarshan, if he fails to grab his opportunities at number three, then whoever bats at number three in the future will get the same long rope. So it's just not about Sai Sudarshan, but in this match, he has all but confirmed that Sai will play. He is very optimistic about India's chances in WTC. Yes, it is a tough road ahead with two games in Sri Lanka, two in New Zealand, and then five against Australia at home, and India need to win seven or eight matches out of those nine games. So it's a tough road ahead, but Gautam Gambhir has clearly said that everyone in that dressing room is believing that India can go on to qualify for the WTC final. And that is where the question of ICC introducing this new rule from October 1 onwards of pink ball test. If both the teams agree prior to the series that a pink ball can be used in case of bad lights, Gambhir was very supportive and backed this decision by the ICC that it can help produce more results in Test cricket, and that's all everyone wants who are participating in WTC cycle. So Gambhir was very supportive of that decision by the ICC. Apart from that, questions around Rishabh Pant's vice captaincy was also asked, and he said captaincy is byproduct. When a player comes into the Indian dressing room, they want to do well for India. And for Rishabh Pant, it's he does not have to change his game, but he needs to understand what the is team wants at one particular point when he's out there on the field. So it's about playing to the condition, playing to the team's demand, and not just for his shots. So Rishabh Pant has not been asked to change his batting style, but yes, he has been asked to take some more responsibility with maturity at that batting order. So these were the major highlights from that press conference. Apart from that, he talked about the importance of Test cricket, that any youngster who is coming into the setup, they all want to do well for India in Test format, and that is what everyone in that dressing room wants. The youngsters. He also talked about Harsh Dubey and Manav Sutar. Either of them, whoever makes his Test debut here in Mullapur, what I can assume from his quotes is that he will go to Sri Lanka as the fourth spinner, because India might require a fourth spinner in Sri Lankan conditions. Apart from Kuldeep, Washi, and Jadeja, whoever gets his debut tomorrow will be on the plane for Sri Lanka as well, if he does well in this Test match. So it's now more or less the playing 11 is confirmed. It's only between Manav Sutar or Harsh Dubey who will be informed about his Test debut by tonight, possibly.
Srishti, I have a question for Shubhan. I have a question for
Yeah,
Shubhan. What
please.
Gautam said about Sai at the press conference, could that be just pure mind games? In the sense, Saurabh was a master of doing that. He would say at the press conference that Rahul Dravid will keep, and the next day we would see Ajay Rathra is coming out with the big gloves. He would say Anil Kumble would play, and Harbhajan Singh would be. So, could it just be pure mind games, and that he's just backing a youngster, and maybe Devdutt Padikkal has an equal, I mean, he's still very much in the scheme of things for that number three slot?
I think if Gambhir had to play mind games, he would not pick a one-off test against Afghanistan to play mind games. But he was very clear about Devdutt
Good one.
Padikkal as well. He was very clear about Devdutt Padikkal as well. But the way he backed citing England series, citing West Indies series, so he has completely put his weight behind Sai Sudarshan, and he clearly said that he has not gotten his fair chance, and nine Test matches, eight Test matches are not, it does not fall under long rope as per Gautam Gambhir. So we are going to see Sudarshan bat at 3 tomorrow for sure, Shamikda.
See, Sai and Devdutt Padikkal, both of them are very technically sound batters. They are very good with their batting. They are very technically sound. So I think, nevertheless, whoever plays that role of number three, they will do a good job. But yeah, I think Devdutt Padikkal also deserves a chance. Obviously, it's only one-off test. If they are not thinking about Devdutt Padikkal now, then he will not get a chance in this test match. But yeah, further, always he has his chance. Bharat sir, you want to ask anything to Shubhanda about the PC? I was about to ask him about Manav Sutar and all, but he answered it already. So
Yeah, I don't have much to ask. Maybe I will ask about spinners. Did he say anything about two spinners? Obviously, Harsh Dubey and Manav Sutar. Maybe not just today, but over a period of time in press conferences, because India are looking for other spinners. It's not just about Ashwin retiring. Jadeja also is coming to the back end of his Test career. So, did he talk about the two spinners?
Of course, he did back Jadeja also, citing Ajit Agarkar's comment that he's still an integral part of the Test setup. And this match is just about trying out that one spinner who will go to Sri Lanka as their fourth spin bowling option. Nothing particular. He praised both of them. Very good red ball bowlers, can bat down the order, will provide valuable depth to India's batting as well. And of course, they both are wicket takers in domestic cricket. We all know what Harsh Dubey did a couple of years back for Vidarbh, picking 69 wickets. Manav Sutar has not played as many Ranji matches as Harsh Dubey, but he has been very prolific in whatever games he has played for Rajasthan. And mind you, he kept someone like a Ravi Bishnoi out of the 11, and after which Bishnoi had to switch sides to Gujarat because of lack of game time. So Manav Sutar, Harsh Dubey, batting wise, they both are same, but Gambhir did praise about their trajectories, angle, the way they use the revolutions in the ball, and how they can use the angles to create some pressure on the batter. So very bright prospects as per Gambhir, and they will serve India for long is what the coach said in the press conference today.
Just add a line to it because see, both are different types of bowlers in the sense that slightly different because Sutar is more of a flight bowler. What I've seen,
He's taller
he's
as well. He's taller as well. High
flight
arm
bowler.
action.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and Harsh Dubey bowls a little more quicker to the air, but the good part of Harsh Dubey is he still imparts enough reps on the ball, so he gets turn at pace. So that is something that we have seen in the recent past. Selectors tend to go for that kind of a spinner, although it seems like Manav Sutar might get a chance here. I'm not very sure. Obviously, I'm standing here and
Very
saying,
tight, very tight. Even we could none of us could decode who is going to play because none of them came today for the
yes,
practice as well. All the bowlers were given a rest, so it's very tough to say right now.
yeah, I'm thinking on
Subhan,
those lines
it
because
is tight regarding Manav Sutar and Harsh Dubey. But now it is confirmed. If we move to white ball cricket, now it is confirmed that Shreyas Iyer is India's new T20I captain.
Yes,
That's
yes,
for sure.
that is
There is no doubt whatsoever regarding that. And this is a sort of Vaibhav Sooryavanshi coming in, and this Shreyas Iyer taking charge. It's sort of a makeover for T20I, India's T20I squad, with an eye to the next cycle. The next cycle is starting from this Ireland series, and next cycle, and there will have that World Cup and Olympics. So in that case, it's a sort of a makeover you have, and this is, I think, the hallmark of a good team, isn't it, Shubhan? That you have to rebuild and rebuild, irrespective of sitting on your laurels. I mean, if you go back to football, Sir Alex Ferguson did it, Pep Guardiola did it, everyone. So it is about this kind of rebuilding. Even if you are successful, that is the hallmark of a good team, isn't it?
absolutely, Shamik. And you cited Ferguson and Pep Guardiola. I think both of them had one philosophy very common in between them that after 3 4 years they were recycling their squads. They did not keep a player unless it's a Ryan Giggs or a David Silva or a Kevin De Bruyne. They did not keep one player for too long. After every 4 5 years, there used to be a recycle period. Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea under Jose Mourinho. I think all of them had the same philosophy that you cannot keep one player playing at the same position for too long, 4 5 years, unless he's a world class special talent. And Gambhir also talked about this transition phase, youngsters coming in. So he mentioned that with youngsters, with transition, you will have to face some sort of inconsistency, but it's all about backing the players, and that is what makes this Indian team very special. This is a young team, but you do not see the coaching staff or the selection committee express too much frustration on the lack of results, especially in this cycle since the retirement of Big Stalwart. So let's see. It will take time. It will take. I think it will take another WTC cycle. This WTC cycle from the 27 to 29 WTC cycle, you'll see these guys getting polished up more and producing better results for India. But I'll take
Yes,
your leave.
but
I'll take your leave because Afghanistan will also start their press conference. They completely cancelled their practice session because of the heat, and they will just now conduct a press conference and leave. So I'll take your leave and see you at 5.
okay, okay, no issues with that. Okay, we got almost all the insiders about the press conference, and I would like to correct Shubhanda. It's not a young team; it's a gun team. So we will see how this is a gun team. Like it came out from the management only. But yeah, we'll see
Srishti, are
how
you
this
talking about the test team being a gun team or the white ball team being a gun team?
test
Are
team
you
a gun
talking about
team. It's the gun team.
test team is not a gun team. They have lost.
It's
They
not
have
me who said
suffered.
that. It was the
No, 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 no. They have suffered
yeah,
back-to-back home whitewashes. The test team against New
yeah,
Zealand
yeah.
and South Africa. Test team is not a gun team. White ball team, specifically the T20 squad, is a gun team, but Test team is
Yeah, it
not.
is.
There are if you look at this team, if you look at when Bumrah is not playing, when Bumrah is not playing, you will have you can count world
Yeah.
class players, and I mean it just you will not get more than three four world class players. So it is not a gun team, and it is sort of on that path of revival. Devajit Saikia,
Hmm.
the BCCI secretary, told us in Bombay that India's test revival will start. They are hoping it will start from Afghanistan. Yeah, there is a gulf in class between India and Afghanistan as far as test cricket is concerned. But the way India have fared over the last couple of years in test cricket, especially in tricky conditions, it is not. I mean, they will have certain things to do. There are players there are players who need to get in to the group, and from that point of view, although this is not part of the World Test Championship cycle, this is a
Hmm.
very important series. This is a very important one of test.
I would feel it would be an eye opener because the last series India played against South Africa, it wasn't good. You got whitewashed, and our management, our coach only came out after the England series or during the England series that it's not a young team, it's a gun team. And I was like, yeah, fine. But that series was okay. You draw. I was just repeating his words, what he said. But anyways, we will see that tomorrow. We will see that in the test match if this is a gun team or this is a young team. The performance will answer to our questions, but I would think that would be all for now. We had discussed everything about Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. We got the insider and the key points about the test match, which is going to happen, and also we have a bit of few suspense. We'll see that. And okay, let
There
me.
is a question. There is a
Shan,
question.
yeah, I'm reading it. Shan Mitra said, "Will Rinku Singh get a chance in T20I now?" Shan Mitra is saying, "I think he should because what he did in this IPL also after a bad performance from
Will be
Kolkata
there.
Knight Riders, he was not out for so many games. I think since 25th or 26th April he was not out only. He finished the game for KKR, so he would be a very good option for India's side for finishing the. And again, the call is totally up to the management. They will see what they have to do. But yeah, if you ask me, I will obviously like to see him in the T20I side. It would be very interesting. So that would be all for now. We have discussed each and everything about Vaibhav Sooryavanshi and also the insider, the key points which we got about the test match. So keep watching Ref Sports for more such news and good updates. Thank you for watching.